Hi Gemini, welcome to your July monthly love reading. My name is Kayla and welcome to Many Moons Tarot. In this reading, we will be grabbing your overall energy in this situation you might be going through. We will pull 3 cards and kind of see the progress of where the month takes you, clarifying those along the way. We do have our love oracle message, so we will see kind of what's hidden in this message, anything you might need to know. We are going to also pull a moonology message to see what you need to do as far as trusting yourself, any words of advice that you might want to take in this situation. We also have a message from the Awakened Soul Oracle deck where we will pull 1 card kind of to see anything laying in the subconscious, something that you need to know as well. And then we will end the reading on a self-care oracle deck reading card as well. Just kind of, we forget about ourselves sometimes, right? So just any self-care tips you might want to take this month. But let's get started with shuffling the deck. We were going to pull your overall energy for the month. So we have the Fool. Four of Wands, the Sun, and 8 of Swords. All right, so just right off the bat, I see, the beginning of the month looks really good. Even the overall energy, the Fool could just be taking chances. Maybe it's something new. With the Sun, you're happy, you're committed. Maybe towards the end of the month, you're unsure. But let's see what we have to clarify these cards. So 4 of Wands. Have the Chariot. What do we have for the Sun? The Empress. And the 8 of Swords. All right. So overall, I feel pretty positive about this. So just some messages I'm seeing, maybe you're unsure if this new chance is worth it. You're in your head. Maybe it moved really fast. Maybe they want kids and you don't. The Empress is very much a motherly energy. 8 of Swords is thinking we're trapped, but at the end of the day, you have your free will to make those decisions that are right for you. But we'll see. We'll see. Moonology messages. Anything that you need to take advice on this month? Cool your emotions. So maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe you're a very emotional person. I feel that's possible too. Maybe you finally have something good happen to you and you don't want to ruin it. That's something that stands out to me. The Fool, diving head first into the unknown. The Chariot and the Fool, I kind of feel like go really well together. You're on a mission and you're not stopping until you get there, right? Aries is cool your emotions there. So Aries is very, strong and committed. So maybe that's kind of what I'm getting. All right, so let's see. Let's kind of dive in, see any underlying love messages that need to come out here. Now remember, just to take what resonates and leave out the rest. This might not relate to every Gemini. I haven't mentioned it in my prior readings. I'm pretty brand new at this, but cross watchers also, you're seeing this as well. Resonate what resonates, take out the rest. So we have camera, reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception. So You know, maybe you guys have been like really headfirst into this relationship, right? Like, obviously, camera, you know, you're taking pictures, you know, you want to remember these things that are currently happening, but I kind of feel like with the Eight of Swords, you know, your perception might be, you're blinded by your, you know, perception and the things that you're seeing right now. The Fool is all about starting over, taking a leap of faith. So you don't wanna ruin something that could have this really good potential. The Four of Wands and the Sun, these are like two of the greatest cards that you can pull in tarot. You know, I feel like this is good though. I feel like it's positive. There's nothing here saying, you know, nothing's gonna work out. I just feel like maybe the overall message is saying, you know, learn from your past. Just, you know, maybe you need to like tone it down a little bit. Just think things through. Think things through a little bit. All right. Anything subconsciously Gemini needs to know? Judgment. Yeah, okay. Maybe you're afraid people are gonna, you know, judge you for the past, you know. Maybe you've had something in your past that wasn't the greatest for you and you walked away from it. You don't want to be judged again, you know. Could be two girls, you know, that could be a mirrored image. You know, maybe you've changed a lot. Maybe that's the old you looking at the new you. They're both wrapped up, right? They're both wrapped up in chains, but at the end of the day, these swords, you have a path, you know. You have a path to decide what you really want to do at the end of the day. So you're not trapped. You have the Sun here. You have the Four of Wands, like the Empress. This is all about, you know, knowing who she is, like very strong energy. Like this whole energy is giving like strength. And I'm really surprised the Strength card is not part of this reading. But, you know, let's pull the outcome. I feel really good about this. Just take your time. Things look good. But also, you know, don't stick around if, you know, you're not moving forward. Like, you gotta make that decision at the end of the day. Overall outcome for July. We have the Magician, and I'm also going to take this card because this also wants to pop out here. So Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles could be, you know, stubborn, you know, holding on to things that don't serve us. Maybe that's the stuff from your past. Like, maybe your new person doesn't want to hear that. Like, you don't bring your past into a relationship. It's never a positive thing to do. The Magician talks about, you know, manifestation. You manifested this. The Four of Wands, the Sun, like something is really good here, you know. You made that decision to start fresh and the reward's pouring in here. So I feel really good about this. Like, trust yourself. Like, don't let anyone make that decision for you, you know. Like, everybody has a shitty past, but you can't, you know, you can't hold on to it forever. But I feel pretty good about it, you know. I feel pretty good for you for July. Let's see. What does Gemini need to take as far as self-care for July 2025? So we have deep breathing. Okay? Take some deep breaths before you go to bed. Honestly, I try to do it a few times a day. Just, you know, take it easy. Cool your emotions, you know. You manifested something great, but, you know, don't let it hold you down. If it doesn't serve you too, you're the fucking Empress. Okay? Remember, Gemini, take what resonates and leave out the rest. And we will see you at your next reading. Take care.